Hello students, today I am going to talk about an important article reported in the Hindu about the Eastern Economic Forum. But before discussing about the nuances of this forum, what I can remember or what I can collect a very important quote in the international relation that talks about flag follows the trade or trade follows the flag. Actually, if you will see, then in 20th century or in the 19th century, trade was following the trajectory where the nation is going. For example, that if there is any political interest, then economic interest is preceding to the political interest. But today what is happening is flag follows the trade. It means that economic interest is primary interest, and then we build our political interest around the economic trajectory in the international relation. So this can be used whenever you are highlighting the importance of economy in this complex relationship in the international relation. So now we are going to understand that what is this forum all about. Basically, this Eastern Economic Forum is the idea that has been established by Mr. Putin in 2015. But the question arises that what is in this forum? In this forum, he wants to develop the Far East region of Russia. So what is this Far East region? The region that is well known by you all, that is the Vladivostok region of the Russia. Basically, Mr. Putin wants to bring more and more investment in this region. But the question arises that why this region only? If you will see that this region is contributing to 5% of GDP to the Russian GDP. And also, it is an adobe of natural resources. You can find here tungsten, you can find good coal reserves, you can find fish, you can find seafood products. So this is a adobe of natural resources. The third important reason is this is a sparse area where the population is very small or very mere, you can say, and therefore Putin wants to bring more and more industries in this region. Another is the strategic region also. The strategic region means that it is called as a gateway to the Asian countries, and we all know that this 21st century is known as Asian century because of the rising of two giants, that is China and India. And therefore it is a gateway for the Russia looking into its economy, that Russia wants to diversify its natural gas reserves. You can say the commercialization of the natural gas reserves to the countries in the Eastern or countries in the Asian subcontinent. So for this reason, Russia is focusing upon the Far East region. Now the second question is that if the Russia wants to develop its region, then what are the great economic power already is in this region? So obviously, if we are talking about the great economic power, it cannot happen that we can talk about the economy without China. So China is investing in this region. Why? It is because they want to fulfill their dream project of Belt and Road Initiative by including this Far East region. And also, if you will see that why China is more assertive in this region, because of the Trans-Siberian Railway, or if I will have to say in a very precise manner, then I will say geography is helping the China to come and invest in this region. Because of 4,000 kilometers of border is contiguous between the Russia and China, and that makes the investment easy for the China. But along with China, there is already a presence of South Korea in shipbuilding industries plus gas refinery industries in the region. And also Japan was very much active during Mr. Abe tenure. And therefore they have highlighted many projects to be where the Japan was agreed to invest But because of the Kuril Island dispute between Russia and Japan, the regime, or you can say the tenure of the current prime minister, is not too much interested in this reason. Now, along with this, India has invested, or you can say India has provided 1 billion line of credit for this reason. And also the businessman from Gujarat and businessman of Republic of Saka has agreed or is in agreement for the diamond and the pharmaceutical industry. So it becomes very easy, and I will say whatever I have discussed with you, it is a fact-based and it is an information-based discussion that you can get anywhere. But the point here is at the analysis part that we all know about the Indo-Pacific Economic Forum. And we also know that this forum is led by US. Therefore, the question arises that how the Russia-led Eastern Economic Forum and how India is going to balance between these two economic forums that is being led by two rivals. Therefore, if you will see that India has already acceded to the Indo-Pacific Economic Forum and agreed to 3 pillars out of 4 pillars. So India was not agreeing on the trade as of the pillar of Indo-Pacific Economic Forum. However, India is agreeing to clean energy, and also India is agreeing to the fair economy as an important pillar of Indo-Pacific Economic Forum. But in the case of Russia, India has not too much enthusiastic about the investment, because we all know that geography is the greatest barrier which we are going to face in case of Russia. But that barrier is not going to be an obstacle for India in case of Indo-Pacific Economic Forum. It has its own advantages, and therefore India, whatever India is doing, it is as per its strategic autonomy. We know that we need to be the part of Eastern Economic Forum. At the same time, we need to be the part of Indo-Pacific Economic Forum. But that is suiting to our economic interest only. Therefore, India is not agreeing blindly to all the pillars of the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework. Now, what is the advantage of the India-Pacific Economic Framework? The greatest advantage is India can have its own space in the Southeast Asian region that is dominated by China-led RCEP. That is the greatest advantage which we will have. Second is that it will open the gateway for India to get more and more raw materials, which is the basic necessity for our manufacturing sector. And also it will increase India's presence in the global supply chain, which is again dominated by the China. Therefore, what I feel, and this can be my personal understanding, that India needs to be vocal with respect to EEF, that is Russia-led, and India needs to be active in this India-Pacific Economic Framework. So if you can understand the difference between being vocal and being active, then you will understand that how India is balancing both these economic forums led by the rivals. And basic idea of the international relation is you will have to leverage the benefits of both the economic forum when the two tigers are fighting. So that's all about the today's understanding on the Eastern Economic Forum. I hope you will have an understanding from the analytical perspective about the importance of economy in the international relations. Thanks to all of you.